Hello everybody, I'm going to be making a video today about what I consider the best semi-automatic, end of the world as we know it, zombie apocalypse, shit hit the fan handgun. Now, this particular pistol, which you've probably seen in other videos before, is a Glock 23 4th Gen 40 Smith & Wesson medium-size handgun. Quick disclaimer, one of my friends loves Berettas. My father owns a Smith & Wesson M&P 40, so I'm not going to try and sway anyone from buying what they want, but this is just my version of it. That being said, there's about 5 things I can think of off the top of my head that I just love about this pistol. 1. Ergonomics. This pistol just feels amazing in my hand, but that's just me. This is an optional thing for most people. It has a very nice sight picture, even with its smaller barrel. The ball and the cut method is awesome, although I want to get some of those, Trident night sights, or however the fuck you say it? Those things are sweet. And they should be easy to install on these, too. Kind of expensive, though, $100. Damn. One other thing that I technically consider ergonomics is it's lightweight and easy to handle. It's all part of the same package. It's just, it grips easily, it aims easily. This probably looks stupid from this side, but it has good sight picture, good sights. Secondly, its capacity. It is a standard capacity firearm, so that means it holds a good 13 rounds. The Glock 22 holds 15. That is just awesome. And plus the large stick magazines will fit into this and my 22, which is one other thing that I really like about them. I like having lots of ammunition just in case I need it. 3. This is actually fairly concealable. The concealability is so great, at least for me. I mean, I'm not even a really large guy. Probably only about 5'7", but I can still hide this on my person and no one ever sees it. Second to that is I've fit this in the smallest kit, survival kit, that I've ever made, ever. Which you could hide that thing in a throw pillow. It is just, it's tiny. So, that being said, if you can fit this in a bare-bones survival kit like that, that would mean that you can bring the maximum amount of firepower for your own survival. And that is very helpful. 4, its reliability. It's a brand name. Everyone knows what Glock is. Well, most people know what Glock is. They are super reliable. I mean, in my own personal opinion, I'm rather surprised they didn't accept the Glock for military instead of the Beretta. I still don't really get that, but whatever. It's extremely reliable. It lasts forever. If you found a 1st or 2nd gen used for like $300, it'd be the best $300 you can spend. All the parts are really durable, and part of the reliability is its simplicity. There's only like 30-40 parts in this whole gun. That's including everything. Screws and springs and all kinds of shit. It's simple. That increases its reliability and ease of maintenance. It's very easy to fix this firearm without many tools. You don't need to be a gunsmith to make one of these work again. That goes with the whole reliability concept, at least for me. Finally, the 5th thing, and this was actually a really big selling point, but I didn't even discover it until after I owned both of these. It is convertible. And it has the most conversions and the most accessories, at least on Cheaper Than Dirt. More than the Smith & Wesson M&P, more than a Springfield XD Croatian import, more than any other firearm except, of course, a Ruger 1022 or an AR. Those have the most, hands down. However, for a semi-automatic pistol, the Glock series has probably the most. The spring cups to help it fire underwater. You can get cool covers on the back to make this look like red or blue or gold or whatever. You can change the sights. You can get tons of lasers. There's even a laser that they sell that fits inside this, and it replaces these levers and turns one of them, I think it's the right one, into an on-off switch, and it just comes right out of the underneath the barrel. It's already sighted in for combat distance of 10 to 15 yards. Amazing. I love that shit. But this is probably the best part. Converting your firearm into a different caliber entirely. Now, if you have a large caliber firearm, preferably a 40 caliber, 45 doesn't have the same amount of options, you can purchase these Lone Wolf conversion barrels for about 99 bucks each. You know, plus shipping and handling and maybe tax. And it will allow you to drop these firearms down. If you have a 40 Smith & Wesson, you can turn it into a 357 SIG by simply switching the barrel. And the 357 SIG uses the same magazines as the 40 Smith & Wesson, since it is a bottlenecked cartridge. It starts as a 40 Smith & Wesson, then necks down like a rifle, or a Tokarev or something like that, and turns into a 9mm bullet at the front. That means that the same magazines that hold 40 Smith & Wesson will use 357 SIG, and all you need to do is change the barrel. Then on top of that, you can switch this to a 9mm. It's empty. The magazines are empty. So you put the mag in, fire the pistol, eject the mag, pull back, lower these, pop the top off, pull out the spring, pull out the old barrel, pop in the new barrel, put the spring back in. Ah, shit. And then put in the aftermarket 9mm Glock 19 mag. And now you have a Glock 19. It is incredibly easy to do this, incredibly fast. And this allows the pistol to stay reliable, to stay accurate, and to use an entirely different caliber. Now, part of one of my original bug-out bags actually was my barrel conversion kit and 3 Glock 19 magazines, which I would then stow with at least 150 rounds ammunition in a special small pouch, probably about yay big, zip-top pouch, and stuff that right in the bug-out bag, so when my Glock ran out of 40 Smith & Wesson, I could drop it down. If I found more ammunition for 9mm or 40 Smith & Wesson, I could start stockpiling and pick one or the other. If you toss in an extra firing pin and a few of the other more fragile parts, which are fairly easy to fix, and are very easy to see when you take this pistol apart, pretty much everything that sits right there, you can fix this thing without any real tools, and very minimal training. This will then last probably throughout the entire apocalypse. Now, that being said, I consider this to be the supreme semi-automatic handgun that you can get. I do not yet have a 9mm or 357 SIG conversion barrel for my Glock 22, and I don't have a 357 SIG conversion barrel for my Glock 23, but all 3 of those items are on my list soon. When that's done, I would recommend carrying as large a semi-automatic as you can, because if we're talking that kind of shit, you probably just want an open holster. You don't really need to conceal at that point, especially if we're talking zombies, because pretty much, with a few exceptions, any real living human is going to be at least an ally, even if you just, you know, keep them along so that they can get eaten instead of you. It still makes them useful. But back on topic, I would consider the Glocks to be the supreme semi-automatic survival pistol. Now, if we're talking actual hunting or other kind of survival, I would switch pistols entirely, but just a combat-oriented, end-of-the-world pistol, you cannot really beat a Glock. You could come kind of close. You could probably even beat it on accuracy or something else, maybe even reliability with something different, but not versatility. And versatility is what you want, because you don't want to be weighted down with a ton of shit. You want to carry as little items as possible that do as many things as possible. That's one of my things with Nothing Fancy's videos on redundancy. I'd rather carry one multi-tool and a single pocket knife than a multi-tool and a 8-pack of screwdrivers and shit like that to do a job. Similarly, a single semi-automatic pistol with 2 or 3 barrel conversions and a stack of magazines, even if it's a little on the expensive side, will do exactly what you need it to do. That being said, I'm going to end this video. I hope it was informative and that you enjoyed watching. Peace.